What's up, everybody? I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And welcome back to another episode of This Freakin' Show. It is the weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. This same weekly podcast is brought to you by ballwash.com. Guys, if you're just like me and you have a huge pride in your hygiene and you like to stay clean, but you're not sure what products to get, well, let me tell you about ballwash.com. They have anything from shampoos, conditioners, and body washes from head to toe, hole to pole. That's right, guys. Ballwash.com. It's a funny company name, but a serious product. You can use anything to get your body fresh and clean and ready for the day. Or if you're going on a date and you want to get a little spruced up, well, let me tell you, Ballwash.com is the best product for you guys to use. Go to ballwash.com, check out all the products. You can buy everything individually, or if you feel like you want to get everything all at once, they do have kits available. And then when you go to checkout, use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET. At checkout, you'll save 15% on your final order. That's right, ballwash.com. Get that funk out of your junk.
That is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This Freakin' Show is also brought to you by Audible.com. If you are looking for an audio book to help get you through these trying times, head on over to audibletrial.com/freaknet. Today, you'll get a 30-day free trial and a credit towards your first audiobook. You could read something like, I don't know, The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Or, let's pick another book that pops into my head right now. The Stand by Stephen King. There are lots of great options out there, and they will be read to you by someone whose job it is to read books. That way you don't have to do it. It's not your job to read a book. It's your job to listen. So head on over to audibletrial.com/freaknet today.
Joe, we just wrapped up doing a Podbean Live before we jumped on here, and we talked a little bit about one of the adventures that you and I are going to do through the use of Freaknet Studios. Guys, go to freaknetstudios.com to check out all the amazing podcasts that we are associated with. We got here, us, me, Cartoon Joe, This Freakin' Show. We also got Just Freakin' Wrestling, Doug Gray Area, and Pretty Little Freaks. Again, freaknetstudios.com. Check out all the podcasts that are associated here with us. One of the things we just talked about, again, we're gonna start a 30-day diet challenge, where we're going to, go on an adventure together, you and I, and we're going to, test out some diets on a monthly basis.
I'm excited for it.
Right? I think it's something different. It's gonna be something, a little unique, and, it's gonna be quite the challenge because what we're doing is, we're going to be bouncing between a lot of diets and stuff. And yeah, 30 days may seem like maybe 30 days isn't enough to make sure a diet works. But you know what? It definitely is. A lot of diets, I think within like 10 days, you should start seeing a definite result. And it gives us 20 more days to really put into effect. I wanted to start it with keto, because the ketosis diet, I think is one of the more, harder diets to kind of like really get into. We did talk a little bit about, your uncomfortableness with milk and not having it.
I need milk. It's just,
right.
It does my body good.
It's a strong bone thing, Joe. I get it. I do get that. So we're going to talk a little bit about keto. If you guys remember a couple years back, I had, Jackie, on the show, and we did an entire month-long, podcast series on, the keto diet. So, I'm going to just talk a little bit on my end on what me and Joe are going to do to get started into this, kind of determine what style of keto we want to do, a little bit about the keto flu and how to kind of like avoid it or overcome it, and also like how we're going to set up and, move forward with this. But if you guys want the full extended description of keto and everything in it, as far as like, vitamins and stuff like that, check out the series that I did. I want to say it was last year, I did with, Jackie. Actually, it might have been 2018. It might have been a while ago.
Oh man, it probably was 2018. It was during our hiatus. I remember that.
Okay. Then yeah, it was in, then crap, Joe. I'm going to say it was, I'll post the links to it. There was 4 episodes in February of a year.
Or early 2019. It's really time.
I do know it was February. I do know that.
Meaningless.
Right. It's all the same here in COVID land.
Right.
Like the day
is Tuesday.
But yeah, so we're going to dive into that. Real quick, Joe, do you have, your That Freakin' Happened, for the week?
Oh my god, I totally forgot about it.
That's okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, please do.
I do. And you know what? It's pretty long, so I'll give you some time.
Perfect.
Excellent. Okay, so let's talk about May 29th, 1453. The start of the Renaissance. The Turks captured Constantinople, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire. After the fall of Constantinople, many scholars, poets, writers, musicians, astronomers, architects, artists, philosophers, scientists, politicians, and theologians fled to Western Europe. The migration is considered to have started the revival of the Greek and Roman studies that led to the development of the Renaissance. The Turks were commanded by the 21-year-old Sultan Mehmed II, defeating the army commanded by Emperor Constantine VI Paleologos. I don't fucking know. But yeah, today is the beginning of the Renaissance. So happy, I don't fucking know what the hell that is. 600 and some odd birthday, Renaissance.
Perfect. I love the Renaissance. It's my favorite period of art. Second favorite. I like Baroque a little bit better. But
the only thing I like about the Renaissance is that the one and only musical I was a part of had to do with the Renaissance. So I can't remember what it was called, but I remember there was not to dive too much into my history because I don't want to take time away from you, Joe, but I feel the need to discuss this.
oh no, I want to know about it now.
I was in elementary school, 6th grade. We put on a play. I want to say it was called the Renaissance Fair, but that sounds too easy. But basically I had two roles. I was a principal and I was also a king.
Nice.
So basically it was a play about people putting on a play about the Renaissance. And, we started out the first act. We were present day, if you will. I was a principal checking on the play being put together and how everyone was doing. And all of a sudden there was an issue between two students that caused one of the students to get knocked out. And when he woke up in Renaissance time, and he woke up to me being a king. I can't remember what my name was, but I do remember that Awkward Colin was also in this play, and his name was Circumference.
Nice.
It was fucking adorable. And then also my girlfriend at the time was there because a 12-year-old, when you have a girlfriend, it's a legit thing. I will defend that to the day I die. And then a couple of my other friends were in there. So it was really cool to kind of work with them and work with other people. I've always had a huge, fascination of, acting and stuff like that. It's just I have a hard problem, remembering lines and stuff like that. So it was really hard to even get through this play, but I was lucky I was able to do it because I didn't have a major role. So I kind of came in, came out, and everything like that. But I do remember, there was a song about the animal fair that was pretty fucking funny. And, it was a good time. And that's, my favorite, Renaissance story. That's all I got.
Fantastic. I never knew that about you. I also didn't know that there was a Renaissance musical, although I'm not shocked.
Yeah, I'm an enigma, bro. There are things. It's weird because I don't think about this shit until there are trigger words that remind me of these kind of things. And that's what I love about the podcast, because we talk about so many random things that all of a sudden there's a trigger word. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. So I'm sure we're still going to hear more about Travis's life, in my now 31 years of living, because I just turned 31 this past Tuesday.
Well, that was actually, I was sitting here looking and then I remembered, you know what happened this week 31 years ago is the world was changed forever when Travis T was brought on the scene.
Right.
1989. Our very own Travis Sturba.
I'm honored, man. First you give me Follow Your Star Award. That we'll do next week. Don't worry, guys. We didn't forget. That you gave me a Star Award, and now I am the topic of your That Freakin' Happened.
Yeah,
I'm honored.
Felt right. So,
right.
Happy birthday, by the way. Verbally, not just via text message.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. And thank you. It was an interesting birthday. The only downfall on my birthday was the fact that, my AC broke down. So luckily
For that to happen, not gonna lie.
yeah, well, my birthday, so Tuesday and Wednesday were like high 80s and it sucked. Today it's kind of nice out. It's only supposed to be low 70s, over the weekend, which I'm okay with. Because the park should be in on Monday. So as long as the weather stays nice, everything should be golden. I know there's like a Freakin barbecue thing. I'm hoping to happen tomorrow. The weather's supposed to be nice. We'll see how that goes. So the weekend seems pretty good. I don't want to jinx it by making it rain or getting too fucking hot and shit, but,
Right.
yeah, so, the birthday sucked on that aspect, but other than that, it was a nice day. I got to, kind of keep to myself, which I love doing, and, kind of work on a little bit of stuff here and there, Freaknet studio wise, JFW, this freaking show wise, Pretty Little Freak wise, and stuff like that. So, it's, all in all, great birthday. The Monday before, I had my birthday dinner where we had authentic tacos, and oh my god, let me tell you, that, small town here, we have a new Mexican restaurant that
yes.
I'm really excited for you to try because it's such an amazing place.
Oh, I love Mexican restaurants too.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
And it's authentic Mexican food. They got lengua and tripas. If you guys don't know what that is, it's cow tongue and intestine tacos. And I know, yeah, it sounds gross, but if you eat bratwurst and sausage, you've eaten pig intestine before, it's just like that.
Those are in my top 10 favorite foods that are weird.
It's so fucking good. And they have that available. They actually have like spicy, like food too. It's not like a normal Mexican restaurant where you go on like, do you want chicken, pork, or steak? No, they got chicken, pork, steak, shrimp, fish, spicy, steak. They got, lamb. So many different varieties of meats that you can get on burritos and tortas and tacos. They got fried fucking ice cream. They're gonna get their liquor license and their gambling license so you can enjoy margaritas by playing slots. I'm super excited for this place. They got homemade guacamole. Man, all in all, it's been a great week. It's been a great bounce back to the horribleness that COVID-19 has been over the past couple months. So it just sucks knowing that this place is here and we're starting a diet in 3 days.
I know, right? Well, the nice thing is, you can get stuff without tortillas.
That's true, but is it the same though? That's hard.
Absolutely not. Everything is better with carbs.
Yes. So I may get lunch today. I may get lunch, and that may be like my last bang before we start the diet.
Right.
Nice. So, but I do want to talk about the diet. I want to talk about again the keto diet that we're going to be doing. I want to tell you guys about the plan we have for this challenge and everything. Before I do, I just want to remind you guys that this freaking show does have merchandise. It is available on TeePublic. TeePublic.com. Search TFS and you can find, all the merchandise we have available there, t-shirts and, hoodies. And, I just picked up a phone case with our new This Freaking Show logo on it. I picked up a coffee mug with our old, Secret Society This Freaking Show, logo on it. So many different, items available on the site and you can choose what logo you want on it. All the sales and merchandise that's about the podcast, which is a huge plus as well. And not to mention they do have masks and everything available. I mean, face masks are still required here in Illinois. I'm not sure where they are in the rest of the world, like how strict you guys are with them. But we do encourage you to purchase one of our masks and everything today because every mask that you purchase, TeePublic will donate is an FDA approved mask? Is that what it,
I think so.
Yeah. A medical mask they will donate to a foundation where they distribute out medical masks and everything to places that have a shortage on them. So great cause all around. Helps out the podcast. We help out the medical staff and everything. And all you gotta do is go to teepublic.com and search TFS and pick up your merch.
Perfection.
Right. All right, Joe. Keto diet. Ketoing. Ketosis.
Yeah, keto me in.
I like it. Puns. Oh, puns. Okay, guys, so me and Joe were trying to figure out what we could do to help bring more content to Freakin' Studio. So guys, we do have a YouTube channel that we put some things on. We did a lot of food rankings and stuff like that. So make sure you do subscribe to Freakin' Studio's YouTube page. Hit the notification bell so you know when the videos are dropping. what me and Joe are going to start doing here is every 30 days we're going to try out a fad diet, if you will. But we want to do it in a way that's a little bit different than what everyone else does. Cause like a lot of other people, like they really focus on a lot of diets that I guess costs money. They're expensive.
Yeah.
But,
like the Weight Watchers or, what was the one where, what's his name? Terry, the old football player. I can't think of his last name. Nutrimeal or whatever.
Nutrisystem.
Nutrisystem, that's the one.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you gotta pay in like $300-$400 and they send you your prepackaged meal and it's basically Blue Apron but way more expensive and ridiculous and everything is covered in sauce and it's always, Salisbury steak and sauce. Protein shake and sauce. Like, what is this sauce, man? I don't want that.
No, yeah, exactly. It's pretty much fiber. That's all it is. This is making shit more. Disclaimer, I'm not sure if that's true. Just saying it. But, no, what we want to do is we wanted to look at diets that people who are on a budget, who are lower income and stuff like that have the ability to do. And we want to bring that to you guys. And keto is one of the hardest ones to really focus on and commit to because there are a lot of restrictions when it comes to it. But it's the easiest thing to do because all you gotta do is focus on like what first off, you gotta figure out what kind of keto you want to do. And we're gonna go through the 3 styles of keto here in a minute. And it's just about like going to the store, make sure you're buying the right products and you don't have to go completely extravagant and buy like 40 something fucking avocados and kale and all this other stuff. There are ways to kind of get around high-end purchases when it comes to ketosis. So one of the biggest things that we gotta do, Joe, and I'm gonna get here and get a second notepad, post-it note here. We gotta figure out what kind of keto, we want to do. Cause like I said, there are 3 different styles of keto to choose from. That pen doesn't work. Maybe this one will. Run hotels. Fucking pens from everywhere. Okay. So, there's 3 types of ketos. There's dirty keto, lazy keto, and strict keto. Now, I said on the pod live that I think you'd be more of a strict keto guy, but I'm going to tell you the differences in all of them.
Okay.
And you can just kind of tell me where you want to go from there. So let's see here. So strict keto. If you heard ketogenic diet prior to 2018, it's probably use strict keto guidelines. These guidelines include eating whole, unprocessed foods found in our world, like avocados, rich leafy greens, fibrous vegetables, and ghee. It also uses macros, which I kind of explained to you, but your macronutrients, your protein, fat, and carbs. Yep. Actually, all 3 of these uses macros, which is actually a good thing. It's net carbs you really want to focus on in strict keto dieting. Where basically you just take the carb count and you subtract the artificial sweeteners and dietary fiber. So if you have something that is 12 grams of carbs, but it has like 6 grams of dietary fiber, the net carbs on it is only 6. So.
Oh, nice.
So that's a strict diet kind of concept. It's very easy. While using the macros, you focus on low carb, high fat. The quality of the food was important as well. Lazy keto, uses the same macro units as a ketogenic diet, as a strict diet, but it doesn't place, as much importance on the quality of food. Typically, the only rule people follow on this plan is to keep their carbs under 20 grams per day, which is kind of what I usually stay at. I actually did 12 to 15. When I remember looking at my books and stuff like that, I stayed very low on carbs. While it's convenient, lazy keto lacks proper nutrition. Since you're still eating low carbs, your body can casually find ketosis. And this is why people see it works for weight loss. Yeah, it did. It worked for me. When I started keto the first time a couple years back, I was at 435 and I ended up at 370 after I fell off and everything. Not because of keto, personal shit, but keto does fucking work. Lazy keto foods is like meat and poultry, fish and shellfish, eggs, nuts and seeds, high fat dairy products. See, there you go. High fat dairy products.
High fat dairy products. That's what I meant. That's what I meant too.
Yeah, pretty much heavy cream.
I do love to drink heavy cream. I'm not gonna lie. You mix the water in there, it's basically the best milk you've ever had.
Yeah. Keto-friendly vegetables, which I sent you the link to that doctor.com thing that gave you all the lists of vegetables and stuff. High oils like MCT and Evo. I use coconut oil. It's amazing. You're a coffee guy, so if you ever look into the bullet coffee,
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Coconut oil and butter, man. Unsweetened beverages, like teas, water, coffee, stuff like that. And then like berries in moderation. So you can have vegetables, it's just how much you have.
Sure.
When it comes to lazy keto, the foods you want to avoid are grains, starchy vegetables, some fruits, beans, lentils, cow milk and yogurt, sugary foods, sugary drinks, diet soda is okay in moderation. You can also learn how to stop drinking soda once and for all with a 13-day simple hack. Fuck that. It's just stop drinking soda.
It's really simple. Just stop drinking it. It's
right?
real.
Quit putting it in your mouth.
That's amazing to me.
And then we got dirty keto. Dirty keto involves just counting carbs and allowing dieters to eat healthy processed foods. While it doesn't require meal planning, it also doesn't offer any nutritional value. On dirty keto, anything low carb goes, including pork rinds, cheese whiz, and hot dogs. Dirty keto followers may have a bunless double bacon cheeseburger from McDonald's, whereas somebody following a strict keto approach would have a salad with a chicken breast, avocado, and olive oil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. To sum up dirty keto perfectly, one woman, Dawn Jackson Blattner, says, although you may lose weight eating dirty keto, the quality of the food we eat impacts us beyond our weight. So lazy keto versus dirty keto, because they do something pretty similar. The main difference between lazy keto and dirty keto, is that dirty keto allows you to have processed and unhealthy foods, whereas lazy keto just means you're only tracking your carbs. Both variations don't focus on the high quality foods like strict keto does, but they both can be convenient. All this
out of curiosity, if you don't mind me, while we're in this, there's really no reason to not occasionally, if you're doing a strict keto, have a bunless bacon cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
As long as you're not doing it all the time, it's probably fine.
I think like if you're to have a bunless bacon cheeseburger on strict keto, they more focus on like buying the food yourself and making it from like farm, like when it comes to strict keto, they really just want you to avoid restaurants, fast food, processed stuff. I think I
could do anyway, but I was just curious.
Yeah, I think so if you were to choose strict keto dieting, if you went to strict keto and you're like, I want to have a bacon cheeseburger. You have the ground beef yourself or ground turkey, whichever one you prefer. Usually it's beef because of the fat content. And then, you get like, farm raised, pig where, the bacon comes from and like pasture, or natural cheese, unpasteurized cheese, where the fuck it's called. It's just like, it's eating the foods, but it's coming from the right places, I guess. So really like a Trader Joe's, is that like Whole Foods, stuff like that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, strict keto is more for like the high-end moms.
Gotcha.
Or you, because I think strict keto brings more of a challenge. I think you prefer a challenge than just find the easy way to do things.
I also think it's closer to what we already basically eat at home anyway.
Yeah.
And like on strict keto, it sounds like I could have beans because most of bean carbs is dietary fiber.
Yes. Yeah. So. Again, and it's a net carb thing. Yeah.
Right.
So the biggest thing, like between all three, it doesn't matter if you choose lazy, dirty, or strict keto. The macros are usually about the same as 70% fat, 15 to 20% protein, and then 5 to 10% carbohydrates. 70% fat.
Yep.
15 to 20% protein, 5 to 10% carbs.
Gotcha.
The way I do it and the way it works for me is I used the app FitnessPal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So MyFitnessPal, you can sign up for it. It's free to use, and you could actually put in your macros into it. And when you log your food into it, it divides it up on like, this is percentage of carbs, fats, and proteins you've eaten so far today. And it keeps track of it for you. It also gives you how many calories and stuff you can eat in a day.
Nice.
So, I use MyFitnessPal and I love it. I do have the Fitbit app too that I use as well, just because, Fitbit, I probably haven't checked in a while, I probably should, but Fitbit doesn't have macro breakdowns and stuff on it like it should. But MyFitnessPal does. So I use MyFitnessPal to log my food, and then like water and everything else, I do it on the Fitbit app. So, doing this, I do recommend Joe using the MyFitnessPal if you get a chance to download it. Again, you sign up for it.
It's pretty good.
You have, the MyFitnessPal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. Cool. So you just put your macros and stuff in there and you can just, calculate it there.
Perfect.
So overall, if you're, so listen to all this and everything, and I hope I explained it pretty well. What keto do you think you are going to, try and shoot for?
I think the strict keto makes the most sense. I think it's going to be, I think I can find a way to make it work where it's not going to be as expensive as it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I don't eat that much meat anyway. So a lot of my stuff is going to be net carbs and whole foods.
Yeah.
You know, we pretty much everything we eat. We don't buy that much restaurant food. So I do occasionally go out to fast food restaurants, but like for 30 days, I can very easily not go to a fast food restaurant. So.
Yeah. I got you. You're cool.
And Lord knows, you know, I've got no problem mixing in. I would love some boiled chicken breasts. I haven't had a good chicken breast at home in weeks, months even. Maybe even years. God, I don't even know. Last time I had chicken at home, it was thighs. So there you go.
I love chicken breast is like my go-to when it comes to like if you're to boil it or grill it, stuff like that. Fried chicken, which unfortunately you really can't have fried chicken on this unless you, cover it in pork rinds, which I've done before and it's amazing. I made chicken nuggets that's breaded with, Parmesan cheese and, pork rinds. And
good Lord. At that point, you might as well fry it in lard too.
But that's the thing, man. Pork rinds have 0 carbs.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so much fat, but that's the lazy dirty keto for you. Right now, like it's hard because I do kind of blend lazy keto and dirty keto into each other just based on how my day is. Right. Like if when I did keto and I was working at the dealership and everything, it was a lot easier for me to avoid packing food, just so I could grab something and go while I'm at work. So it's like during the week I did dirty keto and then at home it was like a lazy keto. So I think this time around I'm going to focus on doing the lazy keto. But I'm also going to, focus on the protein and the protein and fats as well as the carbs. And I know like with lazy keto it's like, hey, just stay under 20 grams. Yeah, but I want to do a little bit more than just that. So I guess maybe dirty keto is the way to go for this. Fuck it, dirty keto it is, Joe.
Nice.
I'm going dirty keto because the thing is like, dirty keto. I'm going dirty. You're going strict. I'm happy with that. Okay. So guys, this is how we're going to do this, over the next 30 days. Once a week, we're going to do a video vlog, and post it up to the Freaknet Studios, page. It's just going to give you guys kind of an update on like where we are and how we're doing and everything like that, and the progress. And I think one of the biggest things is like, you know, like we're trying different aspects of diets, but we're trying it on different body types. I am fat as fuck. Joey is, I mean, you're in decent shape.
I'm overweight.
Yeah.
I'm not, I wouldn't say fat as fuck for myself, but I could stand to lose about 30 pounds, I think.
Yeah. Joe and I are like the before and after of keto. I'm the before. So, but yeah, no, and I'm interested to see how this works. I mean, because we are two different body types, and we have two different structures on how our body is and how it's going to work, and we're doing two different kinds of keto and everything. So, I think it's going to be a fun little experiment to see how this goes. And again, we're going to do it for 30 days, and then the next month we'll try something different, and we'll be able to share with you guys, you know, the meals we eat, you know, what we decide on as far as food wise. We'll talk about any struggles and stuff that we may have going through this because dieting is hard. It's a commitment thing. It's trying to find the right times to eat, making sure you're eating. That's one of the things that, Carl kind of explained to me, like when it came to dieting is that, you know, my biggest problem has always been I don't eat enough. When I do eat, I eat like once a day and it's like a shitty meal. So it's trying to find that balance on eating the right things at the right times of day. Unfortunately, being unemployed right now, I do have the opportunity to kind of stay focused on that. And then one of the cool things right now is actually avocados are on sale down here at, in my town for 69 cents a piece. So, I can pick up a couple, avocados and, eat those. So I'm excited for that. Yeah. So one of the biggest things I do want you to focus on, Joe, and keep in mind it could happen, is Keto Flu.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
Yeah, I've had it. It sucks.
I believe that.
It is horrible. I was dating that girl at the time when I got this, and I told her, I think I'm fucking dying. And she's like, oh, it's just a man cold. And I'm like, it's not. It's a fucking keto flu. And it's fucking death. It is horrible. But there's a way to avoid it, Joe.
Okay.
There's a way to avoid it. So first off, let me talk a little bit about what the keto flu is. So the keto flu is a collection of symptoms experienced by some people when they first start the keto diet. These symptoms, which can feel familiar to the flu, are caused by the body adapting to a new diet consisting of very low carbohydrates. Because as you guys know, our body breaks down carbs for energy. But when it does that, it stores fat. So the whole point of the keto diet is to trick our body into burning fat for fuel or for energy. There is one thing also we gotta talk about. Remind me. When I finish talking about keto flu, just say, hey Travis, isn't there something else you want to talk about? Remember that.
Okay.
Cool. Reducing your carb intake forces your body to burn ketones for energy instead of glucose. Ketones, are byproducts of fat breakdown and become the main fuel source by following a ketogenic diet. Normally fat is reserved as a secondary fuel source to use when glucose is not available. This switch to burning fat for energy is called ketosis. It occurs during specific circumstances, including starvation and fasting. However, ketosis can also be reached by adopting a very low-carb diet. In a ketogenic diet, carbohydrates are typically reduced to under 50 grams per day. This drastic reduction can come as a shock to the body and may cause withdrawal-like symptoms similar to those experienced when weaning off an addictive substance like caffeine. Symptoms. Switching to a low-carb diet is a major change in your body. May need time to adapt to the new way of eating. Just so that you guys know, I'm reading this off from healthline.com, so I just want to source my information. For some people, this transition period can be especially difficult. Signs of the keto flu may start popping up within a few days of cutting back on carbs. Typically, from what I heard, it's 7 to 10 days is where you start feeling the effects of the keto flu. Symptoms can range from mild to severe and vary from person to person. While some people may transition to the ketogenic diet without any side effects, many experience one or more of the following symptoms: nausea, vomiting, constipation, diarrhea, headaches, irritability, weakness, muscle cramps, dizziness, poor concentration, stomach pain, muscle soreness, difficulty sleeping, and sugar cravings. Oh man, that's a lot. Alright, these symptoms are commonly reported by those who have begun the keto diet and can be distressing. Symptoms typically last about a week, though some people may experience them for longer periods of time. Witchy side effects may cause some dieters to throw in the towel. There are ways to reduce them, and I'm going to tell you right now, Joe, because I know I can tell you're a little bit nervous right now by your silence.
I have definitely, way back, when I was at Purdue, I did the P90X diet, and the first month of it is basically a keto diet. And, I don't know that I had the keto flu per se, but I did have, what do I want to say? Withdrawal symptoms akin to, I needed a piece of toast or I was going to lose my damn mind. I remember when I got to day 31 and I could have a second piece of toast with breakfast was like the greatest day of my life.
Are you near an Aldi's at all or no?
Oh yeah, we exclusively just about shop at Aldi.
There's a keto bread at Aldi's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's amazing bread. You can get it with or without seeds in it.
All right.
It's really tasty bread, and it's keto bread. It's zero carb bread. Zero carb bread. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but it's in the bread section of Aldi's.
Good to know.
Okay, so a couple of things to do when it comes to the keto diet, the keto flu, is stay hydrated. Drink enough water as necessary for optimal health and can be used to reduce symptoms. That's just general rule overall. Always stay hydrated, drink enough water. I know a lot of people do the 8 and 8. for me, I take half my body weight in ounces, which is a lot of fucking water. But, that's one thing that I think really helped me on keto. So I'm going to go back to doing that again. Right now I am on the 8 and 8 just because it's a lot easier to kind of drink water in that aspect going through the day at work and stuff like that. But I'm going to go back to the, half the body weight, in ounces. So, just because, glycogen, the stored form of carbohydrates bind to water in the body. When dietary carbohydrates are reduced, glycogen levels plummet and water is excreted from the body. Staying hydrated can help with symptoms like fatigue and muscle cramping. Replacing fluids is especially important when you are experiencing keto flu-associated diarrhea, which can cause additional fluid loss. I don't know why I went a little deeper there. Okay. Avoid strenuous exercise, which is my go-to.
Avoid strenuous exercise.
Yeah. Laziness. While exercise is important for staying healthy and keeping the body weight in check, strenuous exercise should be avoided when experiencing keto flu symptoms. So it's not saying to give up overall, just like at this period of time. Which if you have flu symptoms, who the fuck's working out anyways?
Yeah.
Fatigue,
so
muscle cramps.
Just powering through it. That shocks me.
Right, yeah, no, not trying this. Fatigue, muscle cramps, and stomach discomforts are common in the first week of following a ketogenic diet. May also be a good idea to give your body a rest. Activities like intense biking, running, weightlifting, and strenuous workouts may have to be put on the back burner while your system adapts to a new fuel source. Replacing electrolytes. Replacing dietary electrolytes may help reduce keto flu symptoms when following a keto diet. Level of insulin, an important hormone that helps the body absorb glucose from the bloodstream, decreases. When insulin levels decrease, the kidneys release excessive sodium from the body. What's more, the keto diet restricts many foods that are high in potassium, including fruits, beans, and starchy vegetables. Getting adequate amounts of these important nutrients is an excellent way to power through and adapt periods to the diet. One thing that I found that helped a lot when it came to the keto flu for me was the Gatorade Zero.
Oh yeah.
So just keep that in mind in case you do get keto flu. Look at Gatorade Zero. It's 0 carbs and it has enough like electrolytes and everything in it to kind of help you bounce back. It worked well for me.
Gotcha.
Then obviously adequate sleep, fatigue, and irritability are common complaints of people who are adapting to ketogenic diet. Lack of sleep causes levels of the stress hormone cortisol to rise in the body. If you're having a difficult time falling asleep, try one of the following tips. God, this seems like a hard thing for you, Joe. Reduce caffeine intake. Lies.
That is.
Caffeine is
about 3 cups of coffee a day now.
Caffeine is a stimulant that may negatively impact sleep. If you drink caffeinated beverages, only do so in the morning so your sleep is not affected. Cut out ambient light. Shut off cell phones, computers, televisions in the bedroom to create a dark environment and promote restful sleep. I have not had a TV in my bedroom in about 8 years, and I don't regret it one bit.
Nice.
Taking a bath, adding Epsom salt or lavender essential oils to your bath is a relaxing way to wind down and get ready for sleep. And get it up early. Waking at the same time every day and avoid oversleeping may help normalize your sleep patterns and improve sleep quality over time. And then obviously make sure you're eating enough fats and, salt. Salt is a huge thing too.
So. Makes sense.
So, excuse me. So the diet, the keto flu, again, could last up to a week, maybe a little longer. It's just all how you attack it and how you first start out. I know some people who did the keto diet, they avoided the keto flu completely, by staying hydrated, following the dieting and everything, and just doing these, things at the beginning. So it could happen. If it does, again, just follow some of these things and you'll be good. And again, I'm going to stock up on Gatorade Zero because I know that worked for me.
Nice.
So I'm glad you reminded me of the thing I need to talk about, Joe.
Oh, I didn't know you were done.
Oh, I
remembered.
No, it's okay because it was actually mentioned in the first article I read. Fasting. Intermittent fasting and stuff like that. That's something that actually helps out a lot too. With the keto diet, yeah. There's actually, because I sent you that one link again from like the doctors.com about the keto, there's actually a second link I've got to send to you, and it's about intermittent fasting. A lot of people just do the basic 8-hour fasting, just when they're sleeping. Right. A lot of people go 12 and 12, and a lot of people go the opposite, 8 and 16. eat for 8 hours, fast for 16. Fasting is totally up to you and how you feel it would work for you, if you think it'll benefit you in any way.
In regards to fasting, I am my father's son.
I think Carl focuses on the 18 and 6 fasting.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. I try fasting like different times and everything just to see how it works for me. I found like the normal, eat 16, fast 8 does help. Especially like when you just want to eat normally and just like kind of have a normal sleeping pattern. My overall goal is to get back to the eat 8, fast 16. So it gives my body more time to kind of break down and, feed off of, the fat and everything. So, I think starting out, I'm going to go 16 and 8 in the beginning. I'm going to go 12 and 12 the following week and then 8-16 the following week. Cause by the time I hit that 8-16, I should be in that keto mode where, it should start seeing results again. So.
Nice.
Yeah. That's all I have about keto. How you feeling about it, Joe? You nervous? You excited? I mean, where'd your mind at?
I'm still excited, I think, at this point. I haven't been under 200 pounds in, about 3 years. So, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to go back down there.
I haven't been under 200 pounds in 20 years, so I'll never see it again. I'm okay with that. My goal is
a lot bigger than me, like height and bone structure wise, though.
Yeah, I'm like a grizzly to your koala.
Yeah,
panda. I don't say panda. I'll say panda.
If you got to 200, you'd look sickly.
Oh God, yeah. I remember going to doctors and everything to say like, well, you should be between 175 and 180, and I'm like, that's called decomposing after death. There's no fucking way. Like, the only way I'm ever gonna get to that point is if, like, I have cancer and I give up on life and just dwindle away and die.
Right. Like, I get that right now I look more like Brian Posehn, but if I get down to the 170s, I look like Doogie Howser, and it's great to look like him. He's a good looking man, but, I don't need that.
Completely off topic. If you were to get down to like 170, do you change like your hairstyle, facial hair and everything to accommodate your look, or like, how do you do? Cause I've known you for the better part of, about 15 years now. It's been a while. 16. Yeah, about 15 years now.
Yeah.
And you've had a lot of different, styles. You've had long hair, short hair, beards, mustaches, goatees, and stuff like that. I never noticed is you change your hairstyles based on your body structure.
I really haven't. I do, ever since I've had the kind of double chin thing going, I have preferred to have a beard, or at least a goatee, because it hides it. But other than that, no, not so much. I just kind of, I do whatever I feel like doing.
Because I think if I remember seeing you at your smallest, that was when you had like the long hair and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just when you got a little bit bigger is when you kind of started cutting it down. But you also cut it down for your wedding too, right?
Yep, I cut it down for my wedding. And then also I really like the, that nice, clean, 50s-ish hairstyle.
Gotcha.
So I'm a big fan of the undercut and the fade and all that stuff. So although I am growing it out again right now, just because it's been a while and I haven't been able to see a hair cuttery in 3 months anyway. So
there you go. All right. Cool. So all right. So we'll start doing this. We got to figure out the intro video because we gotta do our beginning weigh-ins and stuff like that. I'm not gonna focus too much on meal planning. That's not my thing. I don't know how you feel about meal planning and stuff like that. If you're just gonna kind of go with the flow on a day by day thing.
Yeah, I'll probably meal plan because that's gonna be the easiest way to make it work for our budget.
Gotcha. Cool. Awesome. So, guys, like I said, like we're going to do a weekly video vlog that's going to go onto the YouTube page, the Freakin Studios YouTube page. So make sure you follow us on Freakin Studios on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. So we'll do about 4 episodes because again, it's going to be a 30-day thing. We'll check in with our progress and everything. And I'm also going to bring back, the journey journal that I started when I originally did keto. Nice. I'm going to bring that back, as we start doing these adventures and everything. And, obviously guys, we strive a lot on fan participation and hearing your guys' feedback and everything. If you guys have an idea or heard of a diet and stuff like that you think we should try it, let us know. Again, we're trying to look into a budgeting concept here. If you guys think of diets like, hey, you should try this diet, I know it costs money. If we could find a way to manipulate it to make it cost effective without buying subscriptions and stuff like that, because we're going to avoid that. Unless we get sponsored by some fucking diet who wants us to do it. Like, it's like Joe said, like the Nutrisystem. If they want to send us two 30-day supplies for absolutely free for us to do it, I'll do it. Joe, you in?
I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's free.
Sauce me up.
Yeah. Sauce me up. Oh, God. We'll do that, but yeah, I want to focus a lot on it. There is one diet I haven't told you about yet, Joe, that I do want to try, and you're going to fucking hate it.
Probably.
But I think it'll be a fun challenge for us.
Okay.
But so that's what we're doing. Like, we want to take 30 days and try out these diets and everything. So if you guys have any suggestions on diets and everything, please send them in. We'll look into it. And yeah, if they do cost money, we'll find a way to, we'll freakify it. We'll make it more cost effective and affordable for us to do. We're going to avoid, buying subscription stuff. Like, we could probably do Beachbody, but I probably won't buy Beachbody stuff. I'll probably just find a way to use the Beachbody diet in our own little way. Stuff like that. And just see how it does, because overall it's going to be great content for you guys to watch, and it's going to be a great way for me and Cartoon Joe to get into a more healthy style of living. So it's a win-win all around.
Indeed. And the healthier we are, the longer we can do this. So
yes. Joe, what are you freaking thinking about?
I am freaking thinking about my podcast setup that I've upgraded. I'm super excited about it. I feel like I've been doing this for 6 years. It's kind of a gift to myself to upgrade my system. Plus I can use it for more than one thing, which is nice too. But, yeah, that's mostly what I'm thinking about. It's just really exciting. I got myself the Rodecaster Pro, which means that I can, I actually could have recorded this podcast, to an SD card if I wanted to. But it's got sliders, and I could have up to 4 microphones here. I'm hooked up to a computer so I can hear and talk to you through Skype through my machine. It's actually also got, Bluetooth capabilities, and I could hook a phone in, which is cool. And then it's got like, you know, would you like to hear a rim shot?
Yes, I would.
I can do that. That's great. I can play I can play harp music. We could get some, say it's October and the Freak Joe is here and he wants some spooky ambiance. It's there. It's available. So it's a cool little system. I'm really pumped about it, and I'm really excited about I actually have a slightly more professional microphone still on its way. It was sold out when I bought this. But the microphone I've got right now, the Samson, Q2U is great. I'm really happy with it. It was, I think about $60 at Best Buy. And, it's got all sorts of different ways you can use it. It's got, a regular like microphone XLR plug that hooks into my Procaster or Podcaster, whatever it's called. Rodecaster, that's the name of it. I also could hook it via USB into my computer. It came with a stand and a windscreen, and you can also plug your regular 3.5 millimeter headphones into it, and it has an off and on switch and volume buttons for your headphones. It's a great deal. I'm not like sponsored by it or anything like that, but it was very highly recommended on all the YouTube channels that I've been watching lately. And I really like, from what I'm hearing in my own headphones, I really like the sound of this mic. I feel like I sound better than I've sounded in a while. So I'm very happy with that.
Well, yeah, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. So how about you? What are you freaking thinking?
Well, I mentioned it. I'm not employed right now. My temp job, ended. So, I'm going to be job hunting here, for the time being to try to find that next career path for me. Focusing a lot on podcasting, right now to kind of keep me going and motivated and moving forward on stuff. I mean, again, we got this freaking show, Just Freaking Wrestling and Pretty Little Freaks that I work on and work with. So just working on those and making those bigger and better than ever, working on Freakin Studios to producing the content and come up with ideas and stuff to do. Still trying to figure out the Freakin Studio meeting tomorrow and trying to get that figured out and find trying to figure out like where everyone's mindset is when it comes to the network and what we're doing and how to move forward and make it bigger and better and trying to find a way for it to grow and making this network the next the big thing, for not only us, but for everybody. And, there's a lot of, content and creators out there that have done a lot of things. We are definitely, on the, trying to play catch up, along to everyone who's been doing it for the years and everything. But I think we have a pool of, different talents. I think everyone brings something different, and we have different characters, if you will, that are coming together. And I think when we kind of mesh and start doing collaborating videos on YouTube again, we kind of find like those balances of where people work well with each other and produce like some really, need to watch kind of content. And obviously, this diet thing is a big thing that we're bringing to the table that, we're going to do, here in the future, working with Dizzle J on thinking about like some toy shop visits for like wrestling figures and stuff like that to really like, just finding ways to help out Freakin Studios in our own little ways is the biggest thing right now for us. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to dive into as, I sit at home and do nothing until the next job comes around. So, not losing my mind is what I'm freaking thinking about.
That's the goal. Yeah. Don't lose your mind. Keep busy.
Absolutely. Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Every week our listeners catch Cartoon Joe here on this freaking show. But if an hour a week of Cartoon Joe just isn't enough for our listeners, where can they go?
If you need more Cartoon Joe, you can find me over at the Geekcast Live podcast at violentpress.com. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Google Play, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Perfect. Guys, make sure you follow us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at This Freaking Show. Again, sign up for the YouTube channel Freaknet Studios. Just search Freaknet Studios, hit the notification bell, subscribe to us and everything, and keep in touch in the journey that me and Cartoon Joe are going to take here in the next 30 days as we tackle the Keto Diet. Our podcast can be listened to every single week on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and Podbean just by searching This Freaking Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and give us a rate and review on the podcast because those rating and reviews do help us out so much because it tells you that you love us and it tells us you love us and that's what's getting us by.
Yeah.
Guys, that's all I got. As always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of This Freaking Show. I'm out.